Reddit Ask Women. What are you like when you're completely alone? Do you talk to yourself? Are you goofy? Do you do things that would surprise the people who know you? I am a highly anxious goblin. I guess the anxiety would be surprising to others, as I'm usually the seemingly calm and collected person in the party. Other than that, don't think so. Like, I don't talk to myself when I'm alone, while I'm usually blabbering away around others. But I don't really know if the latter makes people assume I also talk to myself. I talk to my cats, but honestly, I would do that if I had company too. Yeah, honestly, I can't see not talking to my pets. I think we all do that. Uninhibited. I'm more likely to dance, sing loudly, talk to myself, scream, etc. While I may do some of those things around people I'm super comfortable with, it is rare. What was the thing you begged your parents to get when you were a kid, and what happened to it? I wished for a little sister when I was 10. I got one, but she's a spoiled brat that constantly lies and steals. Oh, that's such a shame. I'm the youngest and I always wanted a younger sibling. Maybe I should be thankful I didn't get one. I didn't beg for anything, but I really wanted the perfect pancake pen. You know, the as seen on TV one? It was $9.99 and my allowance was $5. I wanted to save up for it, but I couldn't help but spend the whole $5 every single week. Santa Claus brought me one. I know, I learned no money lessons. I ended up using the thing twice and eventually it got thrown out. Did you ever think of buying another one just for lols? No, but maybe I should. Maybe I'd be better at making pancakes these days. Pink Game Boy. I took it with me when I went to visit my aunt in Florida and I left it at a restaurant. My parents went back the next day to see if it was still there. No, I never saw it again. When I was 7 years old, I asked my parents for an easy bake oven for Christmas. It was so overhyped. I much preferred helping my mom bake. Oh my gosh, I used to love baking with my grandmother. And when I was younger, my mom got me this award she printed off that said Best Baker at Grandma's House. It was amazing. And there was just something extra special about baking with the women in your life. A game on the Dreamcast. It was very expensive, and my mom was a single parent with not much money, so she had to save for months for it. It was the best Christmas present I have ever received, and I still have it today. I don't have a Dreamcast to play it on anymore, but I'll still never sell it. It's my most cherished possession. Okay, but that one made my heart melt. Shout out to the hardworking parents. What's the one thing you're looking forward to the most about aging? You can't say nothing. Becoming invisible to men. Last time I visited my grandma, we were out and about going on walks and errands. She got hit on twice. It never ends, ladies. Not giving an F about what other people think. I cannot express enough how excited I am for that. I should just start now. This sounds super bad, but the idea that at one point I'll have survived the toxic and sad people of my family and get to turn the house we used to be so miserable in inside out is totally fueling me. Also, I plan on being a fabulous old lady who is stuffing said house with rescue parrots. Honestly, I find that so amazing. And rescue parrots is kind of left field, but I like it. Well, I'm 50, and here are the things I love. I'm more patient. I'm kinder and compassionate. It grows with age. I'm more self assured in my decisions. I like my emptiness and not having kids at home. I like that I can go where I want, nap when I want, and eat what I want. As for an aging body, my face is more sculpted. Menopause has been kind to my face and hands. My hair is silver and beautiful. Okay, she just painted a dream for me. I am excited about aging for once in my life. The crinkle lines from a life full of laughing and being a grandma. If I ever have kids, being a grandma would be so much fun. Having more life experience. I'm only in my late 20s, and I've learned so much in the past years about life and myself, which makes me feel more secure in myself, and I have more to learn still, which I'm looking forward to. I've loved getting older so far. I'm in my 30s now. I've learned to embrace all parts of myself. I've got more comfortable in my body, more settled in where I want to go. I'm surrounded by amazing, inspiring women of all ages, and I just look forward to getting to experience it all, whatever it all means for me. More respect, I hope. Getting really tired of my patients not believing me slash listening to me because they think I'm too young. I can see how that could be quite frustrating. But on the other hand, being younger usually means that you're more innovative and have fresh eyes, which can actually be a good thing. So hopefully more people start seeing it that way. So I'm currently out at a ski resort. On the lines, there are a handful of older women, maybe in their 60s, thin and fit with sun wrinkles and sweaty, not caring, but ready to crush some runs. I saw one woman at a different time, skiing I could only call majestically, long hair blowing, no helmet, goggles, down a double black. She was a retiree, was a local, someone told me, and just loving life. Anyway, I can only hope to be one of those women one day. Being cranky and playing tombola. I don't really know what tombola is, but I'm definitely down with that being cranky part. And I guess I can learn tombola too, especially if they go hand in hand. Being the cool grandma figure, even if I'm not actually a grandma. I am excited for silver hair because then I won't have to bleach it to dye it the fun, vibrant colors. Oh my gosh, that would be such a tough decision. I've always been excited to get like silver or just straight white hair. So if I did get it to dye it, oh, that'd be so tough. But I do already do the fun colors now. So yeah, very tough decision. That said, my grandma didn't get gray hair until she was in her 80s, and my grandfather was the same. My mom still doesn't have it, so I'm a little worried we just didn't get the gene. Guess I'll be bleaching my hair forever. The older I get, the easier it is to be taken seriously in the workplace and have non-weird friendships with men. I am looking forward to having a simpler life. I look forward to the days where all I worry about is eating, cuddling with my boo or pet, gardening, volunteering, and baking. Conversations with my daughter once she's an adult, too. Getting out of my prime birthing years and entering my cat lady era so I'm no longer asked when I'll be having kids. Yeah, nah, that's totally fair. So many of us are asked when we're having kids or why aren't we having kids, and there's a vast array of reasons why we're not. So that just needs to stop, period. But if you do decide to get a bunch of cats, I'm pretty excited for you. Being wiser. I am going to acquire so much knowledge. Also, getting to a point where being born before the year 2000 will be met with, "What? You were born in the 1900s?" Guilt-free naps. Daily. Yes, absolutely this. I take naps almost daily now and they're not guilt-free and I need that in my life. The senior discounts. Fair bump. I love a good discount. Reducing my wardrobe to all black with a collection of super colorful scarves. Growing my hair down to my knees and daring people to disapprove. Shaving my head and daring people to disapprove. Pretty much just not giving an F and daring people to disapprove. When and how did you know that you were falling in love with a woman for the first time? For me, it was my commitment to her. I would have followed her anywhere, gone through anything with her. I wouldn't say I fell in love, but I had a lot of admiration for her. I haven't talked to her in years, just because life happened, but she was just light. She radiated joyous energy, always made me laugh without me having to force it. Truly beautiful, inside and out. We were so completely different, but I still loved everything about her, and still do. I hope she's doing great. She deserves it. I don't know. That sounds like love to me. I have a friend who says, "Oh my gosh, I'm so in love with you," when we have like a wholesome moment together or something beautiful happens. And I feel the same way. So I feel like there's room for platonic there. I didn't. Someone confessed to me, and I was willing to try. It didn't work out, but for me personally, I don't feel any difference in attraction between men and women. I just try and figure it out. We started out as kind of friends, kind of me offering a bunch of emotional support for something she had confided in me with. I think the pennies started dropping after a few times where we fell asleep together on my couch, either with her head in my lap or just lying next to each other. It was less suspect than it sounds. She had a bunch of panic attacks at my place. I would comfort her, and she would fall asleep after calming. I started to find a lot of comfort in that, to really love how she'd look and the warmth of her, and I'd miss her in between seeing her, especially when I was going to sleep. I didn't do anything about it because I thought it would be pretty manipulative, considering I was definitely providing a ton of emotional support. And even though I thought I maybe saw signs that she was into me, she had talked pretty firmly about being straight and only having dated men. A couple of days/weeks after, I kind of understood what I was feeling. She stayed overnight, which was pretty common by that time, and we were sitting on my bed and chatting/messing. We got to some kind of play fighting, and she ended up kissing me and apologizing profusely until I cut over her and said I had been waiting for her to do that for ages. That was the first real confirmation I'm absolutely into women/bi. Anything else had been childhood crushes that I wasn't really sure were real, and it was the beginning of a 5-year, pretty complicated, but pretty committed relationship. I wasn't actively looking for a relationship, but she randomly appeared into my life and then began pursuing me. I decided to give it a shot, and from there, everything fell into place. Before I knew it, I was falling head over heels in love, and even though we're not together anymore, she still holds a special place in my heart. What kind of content would you do if you were a YouTuber? Tarot, but without the forced, everything in life will come to you for free because that's what people want to hear perspective. So no one would watch my channel because people want the beautiful lies. Maybe book reviews and recommendations. It'd be pretty boring though. I don't know. I would watch that. I love those things. Gaming. Ideally, I'd love to be a variety channel, but if I had to stick to one game to maximize profits, I'd probably focus on being a chill Apex Legends content creator/streamer. Honestly, that is such a vibe. I'm not sure how many people would watch me because, as you can see, I'm not very good, but I do love a good game of Apex. I'd make well-produced instructional videos that seem very professional but are supremely unhelpful. Hello, craft channel that I shall not name. Although theirs aren't very professional looking in the first place, so I think you got something here. Sims content. I would try to be a simmer who posts builds and playthroughs of families I've made. Probably something history related. Maybe call it Spilling Tea with Ancient History, where I just talk about ancient drama and petty shit that causes wars and stuff. Talk about some crazy rulers, lost ways of life, have a rant or two about certain things that annoy me, maybe get drunk and record a few episodes of me slating rulers. I don't know. Love ancient drama me. Day in my life of my cat. I would subscribe in 2.5 seconds, even if it's just the cat napping the whole day. How did it feel hearing I love you for the first time? I have heard it 4 first times in my life. Each was a different experience, really. It all depends so much on who that person is and your relationship with them. My latest one was very special, though. It felt a bit like when you take a deep breath and you just relax and you feel this sort of light sensation. It was a relief and amazement and just a lot all at once. I was taken aback and uncomfortable. We were long distance, had been online acquaintances for a couple of years, but had only been a thing for like 2 weeks. I panicked and set it back, and then the relationship lasted 7 terrible years until he left me for a man that didn't want him. Yikes on bikes. That sounds horrible. I hope you both have found happiness now. The first time in my current relationship, a little over 3 years, we were at a restaurant and he was so nervous. Like, hey, I'm gonna say this, but if you're not comfortable saying it back, it's totally okay. I don't want to pressure you or rush you, but I love you. And without thinking, I just said, I love you too. This was maybe a month into dating, but we'd known each other for 3 or 4 months at that point. I remember I felt like my heart was really full. Cliche, I know, but that's how it felt. I drove us home that night, and I took the long way home so I could be in that moment a little longer. I'll let you know when it happens. I love you. Thank you. I needed it today. You're welcome. I hope you have a really good day today. You deserve it. On that note, I love you guys, and I hope you have a really good day today. You deserve it.